Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't posted in a couple weeks, but I wanted to do a quick update or like a new quick little video on something. I don't know if I've seen this as much or any videos on this. Don't mind my face. I hope it's not too cakey. This is my makeup I've had all day. After it's already like 5:30 and I need I did work and I work in a hot place, so and then I got home, I went to feed the animals outside, so I feel like it got kind of caked up, so hopefully it's not. But getting back to the topic, I wanted to do this quick video about retention, mainly focusing on classic lashes for retention of classic lashes. So pretty much the topic is going to be how to get better retention with classic lashes, which I didn't get taught this. I eventually learned, like I got taught the regular way, and then I learned this technique or about this product specifically later on after, I don't know, I mean I had seen it before, but I didn't like know what it was, and I tried using it and I didn't like it. And then after I learned what it was, I used it again and now I love it, and that's all I use. So what I'm talking about basically is using flat lashes or ellipse lashes. So I started off, I got trained with regular classic lashes, which I think probably most people do, but like I said, I didn't know about flat lashes till later on. So I used regular classic lashes, but I realized I wasn't having good retention with the classic lashes, and I reached out to my trainer and she told me just try like different brands and stuff, but I still didn't know about the ellipse flat lashes from her. So I just kept watching YouTube, and eventually, but I don't even know if I saw it specifically on YouTube. I just kind of learned through like the Facebook groups and all that the flat lashes are like, they sound flat, like the bottom. You know how the ellipse or the regular lash is like a cylinder, the base is a cylinder, but on the flat lashes the base is flat, so it makes easier for your base to stick on the lash rather than the circle. Like if it's a regular flat lash, like cylinder, will stick on top of a cylinder, you can put it anywhere, but on the flat lash it's just straight flat, and it gives you better, like a bigger surface for your lash to stick to the natural lash, and it's half the weight of a regular classic lash, which also helps with helps with damage on your natural lashes. So like if a client wants really long classic lashes, if you use regular classic lashes, that's gonna be really damaging if their lash isn't the length and isn't healthy enough for the length they want. So using a flat lash, you can go bigger without hurting that natural lash. But then again, I don't know, it's still kind of, you gotta know which one to use, because I have 0.15 and 0.20. 0.20s, they have a different look from the 0.15s that I've seen. So if you're trying to go for a more fluffy look, 0.15 is the way to go. 0.220 is more for like a more bold, thicker look, but not fuller or fluffier look. That's only the 0.15 that I've seen. And so back on track there. I lost my track. So like the flat lashes are gonna be less weight, and they have a better base to stick on to your natural lash, which makes the retention better for that way. So that's what I've been using. After I learned about flat lashes, that's all I've been using, and they last longer for sure, because I've had several clients get classics, and when they come back for fill, they're still mostly there. And so the brands I've been using, I started with Vava Lash was my very first one, but I didn't like them at first, and because that was the first time I tried them and I didn't like them, so I went away and used regular ones again. But then I learned about it and I went back to the Vava Lash, but I realized they kind of look a little too plasticky, or like it's too shiny. Like I don't like that shiny. I like the matte, the more natural looking finish. So I was looking around and I found one on Amazon. I think it's by the brand Cool. I'll have it linked down below. But I had a client that I did classics on her with those, and she would come back 2 weeks later with her lashes like uncurled and barely any. And I thought it was the lash, that like the lash would uncurl. So I switched, and I switched to Lift Bay. So that's what I have now. It's just Lift Bay. But I still have some of the Cool left, so I mix them between that brand and Lift Bay. But the thing with the Lift Bay ones, they're nice, but they're also shiny. They're shinier than my other brand. And I mean, they're alright, but I just prefer the matte. So I'll probably use what I have from Lift Bay, but probably switch back to the Cool brand later on. I'm not sure, but for right now I use both of them. And the Cool is really affordable, maybe like $10 a tray, versus Lift Bay is like $16-17 for one. But again, it's the brand, you know, because they're both I've reached out to other artists that I love their sets, and I asked them what they use, and it was this one. That's where I got it from one of my other girls I follow on Instagram, and she uses that one. So the Cool one, and she loves it, and honestly I like it too. I thought it was, to be honest, like from my client, I thought it was the Lash brand that wasn't keeping the curl, but when I talked to the client, she informed me that she works in heat. Like, she's pretty much a fry cook, so she stands in front of the heat, in front of oils and everything, like really hot stuff. So that's what makes the curl droop and the lashes fall out faster. So it wasn't the brand, it was the client. And so yeah, I'm probably gonna switch back to that, like I said, later on. And it's really a good brand to try, and especially if you're a beginner lash artist, it's like an affordable brand to try out to start off with. I haven't looked into other brands to see which one would carry a matte one, because I mean, I think Lift Bay might. I haven't looked into it anymore or recently, but for right now, these that I got from them, and this is the double, I think, because they have two flat ones. I feel like this one is the double. It looks like it has a split. Oh, it's the split top. Yeah, it's called the split top flat lash, and the other one is just regular flat lash. I might try the other one, but the thing is with them, they didn't have any mixed. Oh yeah, they do. This one doesn't have any mixed ones, so I had to get individuals. So I have individual sizes on the Lift Bay ones, but the other one had the mixed one. But all I use is pretty much D and CC curl 0.15. I do have some 0.20s in the Cool brand, and I like them, but I realized only certain people can wear them, because I tried them on other people and they're just too thick and still too heavy for some really fragile lashes, so I have to go down to the 0.15 for certain people. But again, it's, in my opinion, your retention will be way better as long as the client is, of course, keeping up with the maintenance, washing them, and not standing in front of heat for long periods of time, or being in too much stuff that would damage the lashes. But yeah, the flat lashes would be the way to go, especially if you're a beginner. Like I said, I don't know why trainers don't, or at least my trainer didn't train me on that, or didn't inform me on the flat lash. I wish they would. I feel like that's the way to go. I don't see a big difference between the classics, regular classics, and the flats. That's why I say if the flat's gonna give you better retention and look really nice, why not use it, you know? So yeah, I feel like trainers definitely need to step up their games and start teaching girls about the flat lashes. But then again, I haven't been to too many trainers, so I'm not sure what everyone, I've only had 2 trainings in classic, so I don't know what maybe others do. But like I said, flat lash is the way to go. I'll have the links for the products I use from Lift Bay and Cool. Cool is on Amazon, by the way, so that's why I like it. It's 2-day shipping. But again, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, but again, it's also on half on the artist and half on your customer. You can't expect the lashes to last if they're not gonna be keeping up, or like gonna be damaging and pulling, rubbing, putting on tons of makeup and not washing it off. It's half and half. So if it's retention issues, I try this. And if it's just the one client that you have issues with, it's not you, it's the client. I mean, it has to be obvious that you have 1 out of 10 people that your lashes don't last on them. I mean, it's not your fault. You just gotta talk to the client and like go through the process of, pretty much process of elimination of what it could be, and at the end I can guarantee you it's most likely the client's fault. Because that's what I did. I'm like, with my customers, like maybe the length is too long or something. So I was about to start going really short on her, because she has a good enough, like a nice length. Like I use 13s, and I mean that's not too long, but that's not short either. So I was about to like cut her down in size, and then I told her, I'm like, hey, I realized your lashes aren't really lasting that long, because she would come in for a fill at 2 weeks, and she would have like literally 6 lashes left on both eyes combined. And I'm like, this is not a fill. And I hated myself because I kept charging her a fill price even though it should be a full set. So last time I told her, I realized your lashes aren't lasting that long. Like, are you, what's like, do you think, I told her like what happens, and she was like, well, do you think taking hot showers is bad? And I'm like, yes. I'm like, not only that, if you're like in front of the heat, or if you cook and when a lot of steam comes out. And she was like, oh yeah, I work as a fry cook, pretty much that's my job. I'm like, oh gosh, there was the issue. Like all the time I thought the QO brand was bad and the curl was flopping because of that, but no, it was the client's fault. So yeah, always, if you think there's a issue, always talk to the client to get to the solution, or to the what the issue is, you know. But yeah, like I said, I'll leave the link to the items down below. If you found this useful or helpful in any way, give it a thumbs up. If you want to, if you finish this video, go ahead and subscribe, because I will be doing more videos like this soon. And any other type of topic or any specific questions you want to get answered, if I know them, I will make a video about it, and subscribe so you can stay tuned for that. But like I said, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.